I put a parlay together, including a fight off the prelim, which was Curtis Blades and Almeida. And out of those 6 fights, I went 5 for 6. It was only one fight that fucked it up, and it was in the last round. Like, was it the end? It was the last minute and a half of the matchup that fucked it all up. Just name the card. My predictions: Peter Yan versus Song Yadong. I went with Peter Yan. He won by unanimous decision. Jack Della Medellina went against Gilbert Burns. I had Gilbert winning this fight. Gilbert was doing good, but this Jack dude was kicking his ass for most of the fight. But it looked like Gilbert, once he started getting his takedowns, that he was going to win the matchup. And he just so happened to get flipped over after he was there was in a takedown position, flipped over, and when he stood up, he got, I want to say he got kneed in the chin or some shit, and it wobbled him a little bit, and Jack was able to take advantage of that and win the fight. The crazy thing about it was Jack ended up breaking his arm in his forearm, breaking a bone in his forearm, and he still was able to manage to get the knockout in that last round. So salute to him. Michael Page versus Kevin Holland. I called this fight. I said Michael Page was going to win the fight, but I felt like Kevin Holland was going to take it serious. He was going to be out there playing, joking, being all nice to him. That's exactly what they did. They was playing with each other, laughing, talking during the whole fight. And Michael Page just took it more serious because he didn't want to lose his first fight in the UFC. So salute to him. Welcome to the UFC. Co-main event. I was scared for my boy Dustin Poirier because his Benoit dude, Saint Dennis was thumping his ass, man. Poirier kept on going for this guillotine choke, and every time he got it locked in, this Benoit dude would just push him off. It just showed he had a little bit more power than him. He continued to do that, but on that last guillotine choke, he was able to flush him with a couple punches and put him out, knock blood right out of his mouth, and get the knockout win over him in the second round. So salute to Dustin Poirier. Benoit got on social media and he was saying he wasn't hydrated. He didn't feel too good about the fight. But it's like, dog, you was actually winning the fight. You lost. Let it go. I hate when these UFC fighters get to saying they drained and like save that shit for somebody else. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Just take your ass whoop and say you lost. On to the next one. Leave it at that. Main event, we had Marlon Vera versus Sean O'Malley. I had Sean O'Malley winning this fight, but I thought Marlon Vera had a good chance in winning this fight because he seemed confident and he was cocky about beating Sean O'Malley already. Not the case this fight. He lost every single round. Sean O'Malley whooped his ass every single round. Marlon Vera, I want to say he maybe got one takedown on him, maybe a couple of takedowns, but it didn't last too long. Sean O'Malley just pieced him up on his feet, man. He was unstoppable. He called out Ilya Tapiria or some shit like that for his next fight. I don't think that's a fight he should be taking, but more power to him because like when you get a belt on you, you feel like you could beat anybody in the world. So if that's his next step, salute to him. If not, I think he just need to continue to clean out that division and possibly put a little bit of weight on and move up. So that's all I got for the UFC 299. That was my results. Dope card. There was a lot of knockouts. A lot of people got choked out. I only think it was probably like 4 or 5 that went to the decision. But salute to the UFC, man. They putting together some good fights. I really wish that Dana would start paying these boys more because the way that they be getting knocked out on there, you gotta show love to them dudes, man. The ones that's winning it, 50K and enough. Move that 50K up to 100K and let these dudes that's even losing get a little bit more money because they taking a lot of damage in that cage. So that's all I got for UFC. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast on YouTube, Facebook,